What is up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here today, and I just kind of wanted to do a quick review on a game that it's been out for a while, guys, but it came out to Xbox One yesterday, I think, and I've been playing it nonstop. This game that I'm referring to is called Fallout Shelter. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's a little side game that Bethesda did based in the Fallout universe. And it's really cool. I played it when it came out back in 2015. It came out after E3, after they announced Fallout 4. It was kind of like a little bide your time game is the way I looked at it back then. Like, play this until Fallout 4 comes out kind of thing. And it was fun back then, but it was very basic. So I kind of like played it for like a week or so while I was working the overnight shift at Walmart back in the day. So I'd like play it on my breaks and stuff, and it got really boring really fast because basically you would just build the vault and then you would just sit there and watch it progress. And it was one of those games, still is, but it's one of those games that like time goes by when you're not actually playing kind of thing. So I kind of got bored of it then, but then they just re-released it on the Xbox One the other day, and I had no idea how many features they had added to this game. But the big reason I'm making this video is because a lot of people complained about Fallout 4 being too action-oriented and less RPG, more of like a shooter, not very Fallout is what I hear from people. Well, I gotta say, Fallout Shelter, it's one of those like hidden gems that I don't know if a lot of people play it anymore, so I'm kind of making the video to let you guys know that if you're Fallout fans, you should play this because they've added so many things into this game now that just remind me of Fallout 1 and 2. It's like insane. You can take your dwellers and put them on quests now, and you can actually like control them like XCOM style when they're on these quests, which is very Fallout. I mean, it's like turn-based combat almost. They have to shoot their guns, and then you have to wait a bit. And you fight all sorts of enemies too, like rad roaches, ghouls, raiders, death claws, you know, the usual assortment of Fallout Wasteland enemies. And then also they've got the whole vault thing still, but they've added a whole bunch of new features, like you can craft weapons from junk you find in the Wasteland. You can build an overseer's office. This is how you like go on quests. I haven't done everything yet. I'm like halfway through building my vault right now, but there's just so many new things you can do now. They've added a pet system, which is really cool. The pets kind of like increase happiness, and they have other bonuses, like if you take them on the Wasteland, you know, there's like dog meat type animals that they're good to go on the Wasteland with. You assign them to your dwellers. And then they added like Mr. Handies. They've just got all this cool like Fallout stuff, guys, and I think they're even going to be adding more as the game goes on. So anyway, I'm just kind of making this video because I really want this game to get more recognition. I think it's a great game, and I think it definitely deserves. Sorry, I'm playing it right now. Okay, the guys were low on health, so I want to make sure they didn't die. But yeah, I just want this game to get the recognition that it deserves because I think that it's one of those hidden gems. Now, there are some downsides here. It is a free-to-play game, so the usual free-to-play bullcrap goes along with it. Like, there's some pay-to-win stuff, honestly, but I would recommend not even buying any of that. The game is the funnest when you just start out fresh, and it's almost like you have to survive in the beginning because you don't have a lot. And then, like, raiders will attack your vault and stuff, and you got to defend. I've even heard you get attacked by death claws. That would be frightening. Just murder your dwellers. And yeah, it's kind of like that XCOM mentality. Like if you lose a dweller, they're pretty much dead forever, and you gotta just replace them. There's cool features like you can make the vault dwellers like have sex and have children. That's another way to like increase your population. You can build these like radio stations into the basement, and it will attract other dwellers. I'm pretty sure all this stuff was in the game before, but you know, it's just all this new stuff they added comes together as one cohesive whole, and I really think they've done a service here to old school Fallout fans. in the form of this game, which is kind of like a surprise because I don't know if a lot of people still even play this game nowadays, even though now I think it's the best time to play it. So anyway, guys, that's kind of my mini review of Fallout Shelter. Right now, I would give it like an 8 out of 10 for what we have now. The only reason it loses a couple points is because there are a couple annoying free to play crap in there, like certain things take way too long sometimes, like building weapons takes like real-time hours to do, and then going out into the wasteland and doing quests can take like hours unless you use these Nuka-Cola Quantums. That's a new feature they added, which makes it so you can basically like, they're basically like those like gem things in, or whatever, those items in like other free-to-play games that like speed up time, you know, to make it so you don't have to wait as long. That's kind of what Nuka-Cola Quantum does in this game, and I can just picture it becoming an issue if people get impatient and use those a lot. They're going to run out, and then they're going to have to wait. But that's not really an issue for me. It's kind of one of those games you can just pull up and play for a bit, do some things in there. There's like daily quests you can do, and then you can like get off for a while and come back later and see what's gone on. So it's really cool to have it on the Xbox One as well. I know it's for PC now. It's for like almost everything now: Android, PC, iOS, Xbox. I don't know if it's for PlayStation yet, but it probably will be soon. So anyway, guys, that's kind of all I really wanted to say. But definitely check this game out, guys. 8 out of 10. If you are an old school Fallout fan, this game is made for you because it has so many elements of old Fallout that it's just mind-blowing that this is where it came from, you know? Like, Fallout 4 didn't give us what we wanted, but this did. It's kind of weird. Hoping Fallout 5 is better, and I hope Obsidian, honestly. Bethesda, if you're watching this, I want you to let Obsidian make another, like, game. Not New Vegas 2. Let them make, like, whatever Fallout game they want, because that would be amazing. I still think New Vegas is the best Fallout since Fallout 2, so... But anyway, guys, this has been Jigsaw0097 here, and I will talk to you guys later.